Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome in Matthew Vargas, the Assistant Manager for the Denman Wildlife Area, of course, with Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife. Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
So big weekend, hunting season kicking off this Saturday.
Yep, that's right.
For those who may not know, you guys have implemented a new e-licensing system. How is this working so far?
It's working really good. It started off in January. Basically, we got rid of our whole old system and implemented this new electronic licensing system. Basically, it gives hunters two different choices. They can either print their tags and have similar paper copies like they've had in the past, or they can have it all on their phone, which is really convenient. So basically, you got your license, your tags, everything you need to go out and hunt is on your phone on this app that we have.
Okay. So. And so far, you know, obviously it's been a nice rollout. You've had a few months. Feel like it's going good now.
We've fixed bugs as they come up. It's working pretty smoothly so far. A good reminder for hunters is that they need to be logged into the app before they go out into the woods. That way, when they're out of cell phone service, they'll actually have the ability to tag their animal on their phone. Another reminder would be that a lot of hunters buy sports packs earlier in the year, which is all your licenses and tags in one fee. If they did that, they need to check on the app and make sure that their deer and elk tag don't say voucher on it.
Okay.
If it says voucher, they need to go back in and re-download the actual tag so they can actually tag their animal when they're out there.
Okay, yeah, good tip. Thank you for sharing. All right, so what exactly can hunters go out and look for this Saturday? Yeah,
so cougar and bear season's actually open right now, and that'll continue throughout October and November. This Saturday opens the western deer rifle season, so hunters can go out and hunt deer. Bag limits any buck with 2 points or more. And that's going to continue through most of October.
Okay, and I understand Southern Oregon is a pretty good area for cougar hunting. What makes it that case?
Yeah, we have some higher density cougars here as opposed to the rest of the state. Part of it too is it's a little more open; people can see as opposed to some of the coastal areas. And there's our deer population is fairly good, so when you got a food source like that, you got cougars around. We have quite a few hunters out in the woods also. Most of our cougar and bear harvest is actually from hunters deer hunting. They just have the tag in their pocket, so it's good if you're interested in harvesting a cougar or bear. Make sure you buy those tags before you go out, and there's a good chance you might see one when you're deer hunting and just have that opportunity to harvest one.
Okay, very good. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Okay. Have much more in just a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Matthew Vargas from ODFW talking about hunting season kicking off for deer here in western Southern Oregon this Saturday. What does this year's count look like for deer and any other animals?
You know, this year's count is pretty good for deer. Our buck to doe ratios is on the 10-year average, same with the fawn to doe ratios. So there should be plenty of deer out there for people. Our cougar and bear numbers are about what they've been for the last 10 years as well. So things should be pretty good this year for hunters. The best thing to do would be to get out there and get away from the roads, and they should get into something.
Yeah, and you mentioned, I think in part one of the interview, that bear and cougar is already going on right now.
Yeah, correct.
What other dates should hunters or anyone who's interested be looking ahead to?
Yeah, so on October 12th, which is a Saturday, there's going to be the Cascade elk season opens up, during which time the deer season will close for that 1 week period, Saturday through Friday. So keep that in mind. If you're not an elk hunter and you still want a deer hunt, the Applegate Management Unit is still open for those of you that pay attention to that, basically west of I-5 and south of Highway 199 in that area. So that's somewhere deer hunters can kind of migrate to. And then as soon as elk season is done with, the rifle deer season will open back up everywhere and people will start hunting deer again.
Okay, and now I know how hard it is to predict weather, but how will weather affect this year's hunting season, this fall's hunting season?
Well, so far this this September, it's been fairly wet and cool, so that's a good start. Our black-tailed deer around here are migratory, so basically all summer long and right about now, they're still way up high in elevation, 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet up there. And then as weather comes and days start getting shorter, they start moving down in elevation to low valley floor. So with this weather, it does two things. It helps push them down more at once. So hunters will see deer moving more often and have a better opportunity at harvesting something. And then also the wet weather makes the woods quieter, so hunters can kind of sneak around a little bit better without crunching on sticks.
And that helps.
That helps a lot. Yeah.
That helps a lot.
That's a big help.
Okay, good to see you, man. Thanks for breaking it down for us.
No problem.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.